it's directly from China, but all the Sideshow orders have started to ship out, and I'm extremely excited to finally get one and take it out of the box. So I of course have a deluxe version that comes with 3 different helmets. They also sell a non-deluxe one for, I think, $30 cheaper. So if you're planning to army build or something like that, you can save a bit of money. Unless you're planning on army building with the Ahsoka Clone Trooper helmet, then you do have to pay full price of the deluxe set. But anyways, it's been a while since we've done a Hot Toys video. Not many have been releasing for the past 2 or so months. But hopefully Rex, Ahsoka, and Maul will all come out at some point this fall. And I'm also extremely excited for those. So anyways, let's take the plastic off and check out the box. Do some plastic crinkle noises. This is my first Hot Toys video with the new Blue Yeti microphone, which is definitely exciting. Now you can hear the back crinkle on the left side and on the right side. Let me know how that sounds. Okay, let's check out the box. So on the front here, we of course have a 332nd Clone Trooper, formerly 501st, the deluxe sticker, Star Wars logo, and then this kind of wraparound flap that they've done recently. This is DMS 023. The left side of the box we have wraparound art of the clone. Not much on the right side, and then top and bottom are both just Star Wars logos. And on the back spacing really weird. So this time I'm going to try doing what I do for Black Series, which is time lapse to get it out of the box, and then talk about it once it's fully out. And also, I've been recently keeping the sounds on in the time lapse and kind of changing the tone a little bit, and I think it makes kind of a cool effect. And it still sounds ASMR-y and relaxing. So, let me know what you guys think about that. If you like this new style, I'll put a link to my previous Hot Toys video if you want to compare and contrast, and you guys can be the judge, so definitely let me know. But I'm gonna start taking this guy out. Maybe it won't be entirely time-lapse, but it'll probably just be no talking, and I might time-lapse some boring parts and do real-time on interesting parts. I'll kind of check it out, what I want to do when I get into the editing stage, but for now, as I'm filming it, I will just be unboxing it, no talking, I guess. Starting now. Okay guys, we're back. Let me know what you thought of that time lapse. I also really liked it because it gave me a chance to check out the figure and everything as I was unboxing it after I got it all out, and then set it up for you guys to see. So I can keep doing them like that, or if you guys really like the other way much better, let me know and I'll go back to that. Okay, so my first impression right out of the box is wow. Both in that it looks incredible, and I can't believe I'm finally holding the 501st Hot Toys in my hands, but also wow at the number of accessories. Generally, I try to not watch other videos and not pour through the Hot Toys page, because I kind of like to be surprised and see things as I unbox it for myself. I knew you got a jetpack and 3 helmets, and then the 2 DC-15s, but I was also shocked when I saw the backpack, the Gatling laser which has a name that I forgot that I'll put on screen right now, and the missile launcher, which also I think has a name that I'll put on screen right now. So more accessories than I thought, which is always great. But anyways, let's start with the figure. Give him a quick look over. You can, of course, pop it off. Swap on the other head. So this is the Phase 1 501st. Here is the Ahsoka 332nd Clone Trooper helmet that they painted in honor of Ahsoka coming back in Season 7. Also looks fantastic. As always, sculpt and paint are fantastic. I have no problems with any of them. I will say, I think one or two figures, there's a magnetic head that was very easy to pop on and off. I think it might be Maul. I wish they would do that more. I love that. My only problem with Hot Toys is I hate having to pull the joints, because it always scares me that I'm gonna break something. You do have to apply a decent amount of force. So that's my only complaint. I wish it had easier to swap helmets, but really, that's not a real complaint. More of a nice to have. Anyways, I turned down the lighting a little bit. I'm really afraid it's washed out, but here's the chest piece. And let me turn it down a bit more. Maybe that's a bit better. And lots of detailing on the back. And then one thing about Hot Toys that makes you realize that Black Series figures are wrong is the torso height is a lot shorter here. On Black Series figures it's much longer. And I think that's mostly for articulation. It does limit articulation a little bit, but it's screen accurate, so I definitely prefer this. Let's see, moving down, again, sculpt and paint all look incredible. There's an undersuit, like you can see here, and then all the armor pieces are, of course, plastic pieces that are strapped on, so you could break him down to just the undersuit if you wanted to. Let's see, here are the legs. There's the stripe that goes down the side, weathered nicely. Knee pads, all looks absolutely incredible. So, aesthetics of the figure, I think I would give a 10 out of 10. Both from how well it was executed and the cool factor of the character. It's fantastic. Let's go ahead and test articulation. So, arms actually go comfortably to about there. That's pretty dang good, actually. Elbow goes to about there. Pretty reasonable. Head. That goes pretty dang far down. And up as well. So, good on the head. The torso doesn't have a ton of articulation, as you can see there. Legs make a very loud noise and go to about there. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, if you move the armor piece, you can get a little bit more. And then in the other direction. as well, which is nice. So articulation I think is good. So overall, the figure itself is great. Pop the 501st helmet back on. Okay, let's check out the accessories, shall we? Let's do the jetpack first. So, here it is. Sculpt and paint look great. Lots of nice details and weathering there. And that magnets really nicely on the back. So, there's no clips or anything. I hated putting Boba Fett's jetpack on. That was awful. Took me like 10 minutes. But this pops on. I love that. Super easy to put the jetpack on. So, jetpack is great. For the backpack, there's no magnet. You do use the straps. And you put his arms backwards like this to put it on. So it doesn't have a satisfying click like the jetpack, but it still fits on reasonably well. I would kind of like it if it had a magnet just to hold it in like the correct place, but I'm not that mad at having straps either, and that also looks awesome. You can open that up and see inside. Magnet's closed, so it stays nice and shut. Sculpt and paint all look good on this guy as well. And there's a Galactic Republic symbol right here. So, it's off good on the top part. Looks great as well. Very happy with the backpack as a whole. So let's pop that off of him. Oh, and we forgot. There are flame bursts for the jetpack, which is a nice touch, and that looks quite good. So anyways, let's check out the weapons. We have our two DC-15s. I think this one is S, and this one's A. We got these in the Commander Cody figure, so I'm not going to spend too much time on them. Sculpt looks good. A lot of detail. Paint is good. Some weathering. Metallic weathering on the edges looks good. The smaller one, I believe the S, the stock opens and moves. On my Cody figure, it is a little loose, so it like drops down sometimes, but this one seems to be fit together a little bit more, so that's good. And that looks quite good. Here's the Gatling Blaster. I believe this is a new weapon exclusive to this figure. Again, I'll put the name on screen right now. I think it is Z6, but I could be wrong. Anyways, this looks great. A lot of good detail, sculpt and paint. It's definitely super beefy. As you can tell, it's very wide. And I think usually the heavy units have this backpack, so I think these two kind of go together. I also think the medics have this backpack. Like I know Kix has a backpack. So this is quite nice. I'm super happy they added this. And then here's the launcher, missile launcher. Looks great, I think, unless there's an older clone that I don't know about. I also believe that this is a new weapon, but I could be wrong. nice, like, gunmetal finish to it. Detail work looks good. Again, super happy to have this. Okay, and they give us some thermal detonators as well. So another nice touch, just like a small accessory, but kind of pads out the arsenal of the clone. A lot of good detail on this. Sculpt and weathering, or sculpt and paint look good. Kind of a small accessory, but still nice to have. And then finally, here's the stand. I believe this is the exact same one from the Death Trooper and maybe a few other figures, so nothing special about the stand except it does say 501st Battalion Clone Trooper. But you do get a flying stand. This attaches and then clamps around the figure's waist, so you can give him like a dynamic pose with the jetpack, which is good. So we have pointing, open hand, trigger finger, a thumbs up. What do I think of this figure? Different style of pointing, and another trigger finger. And then on the figure is kind of a open hand. And actually this kind of looks like, yeah, it's open slash thermal detonator. It fits in really nicely. So anyways, I think that's everything. Oh, spare joints. Every figure comes with those. I think we talked about everything. All 4 weapons, backpack, jetpack, 3 helmets, hands, thermal detonator. I think we got everything. So, overall, incredible figure. I can't believe we finally got it. I've been waiting for this guy for what feels like forever. You know, over a year for sure. So I'm super psyched to finally have him. And yeah, honestly, if you got the money, highly recommend him. Definitely go pick him up. I might buy another one. We'll see. It's definitely a balance between, do I want to spend my paycheck on a new figure or buy 2 more of these because they're so awesome and I would love to have a few of them. But yeah, highly recommend this figure. And I love clones and the 501st, of course. So definitely will quickly become one of my favorite figures. So there he is. I'll throw him in a pose and take some close-up shots with the camera so you guys can see him. But for now, that's all I got. So I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks a ton for watching. If you like the video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.